One time when my oldest was very young, she walked in on me, you know, getting my nut.
Because I need to, this pussy is not gonna eat itself,
So
okay?
I once if I did keep the evil away.
yes, indeed, and this is clearly the part where I'll be, chopping off and shit. Yes. All right, let me focus on. Let me focus on what's good. You see, I'm high as a motherfucker. All right, all right, all right. Business. You know what I mean? I said business. Yes. What's good, people? Kai Storm in the building. Motherhood, sex, marijuana in the building. As always, I'm always first. So I'm gonna just go ahead and talk my shit, because 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna cut this out when when the show gets started for real. You know what I'm saying? Because remember how last couple of seasons I kept saying that I was trying, I wasn't able to figure out the new program that I had to use in order to put our videos together and shit. All right. So, here I go saying, Kai. Ruby said she was ready. I'm assuming she got the link. Let me. I'm assuming she got the link. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is the part. Excuse me, Lord have mercy. This is all the part of, what I'll be cutting the fuck out when, you know what I'm saying? Because I figured that out, like I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I figured how to do that, you know what I mean? And so I'll be able to, get this part clipped up. But where is Ruby? I text her right before I turned this on. I text her, I said, "What's up? You ready?" She's like, "Yeah." So where's she at? Am I tripping? I'm the only one here. Exactly. I'm not tripping. And again, this is the part I'm gonna need to cut out. Either way, let me go ahead and roll. Let me go ahead and roll. Put the light back on. You see there she go. There she go. There she go. All right, all right. The other show can get on the road very much so. Oh, about to click the wrong button. See, when you're high, yeah. Anyway, admit all. Hey, what's going on, Shorty?
Hi.
Hey, all
Uh-huh.
right. And I like these glasses. Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. How are we doing? Yes, we are putting on our lipsticks and we getting our
Mhm.
because what? Motherhood, sex,
Sex
marijuana, the
marijuana is
motherfucking
the motherfucking building. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
yes,
Girl,
indeed.
I am
Yes,
so
indeed.
excited. I got myself a little treat today, extra gelato.
Nice.
And I have a confession to make. I wasn't gonna tell y'all, but
Oh
lately
yeah,
your
see,
girl.
that's what the people come through for. They like to hear both of us talk, but you know what I'm saying. I'm thinking that by now some people know that you come through with the confessions. So yes, let's talk confessions. Let's get this show started. What we confessing about first,
You
and
know,
what does it have to do? Does it have to do with motherhood, sex, or marijuana? Which is it?
you know what? This time it's not sex related.
Oh shit!
Although I could always take it there. But no, it's
lately, okay, backing it up, I used to be a weed snob. So I would judge people for smoking whack shit. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit.
Oh
So
wow.
now, as life will humble us and inflation is definitely kicking some of our asses,
Oh yes,
um,
yes
I
it
be shopping in where's the shake at? I'd be like, where's your shake at? Okay, because I need to see, tell me where the bottom, and then we can go from there.
is.
So I've
Right.
been buying, girl, I've been buying mid weed. I've been buying shake at this dispensary right here. Shout out to Kind Heart. They also have our rolling papers, which we
Mm,
need to get them into the box because these motherfuckers already almost sold out. I saw 2
nice.
rolling paper packets in there, and that was it on this last visit.
Nice.
So the bud tender was very surprised when I was like, no, you know what? I wanna buy some top shit. I'm gonna treat myself today.
Mm.
I didn't say premium, I said top.
I mean, listen, the name of the game is this for it's about how your dollars work for you, and you know how you divide your shit. Like here, and here the dispensaries here are still, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of them popping up, but the name of the game is they still have, you know, a certain standard where they got to charge a certain price, and then they got to tax you a certain price, and
Yeah, their local government is making them go through hoops, is
you
what
know,
that's
and
talking about.
you know what I'm saying, and it's like so at this point you got to say to yourself, okay, should I take a chance and go to the smoke shop where, you know what I'm saying, well I know he gonna have some little quality shit, and the fact is he's definitely gonna have something that's gonna work my budget, or
Mm.
do I walk into a dispensary and just, you know what I'm saying, pay whatever price they charge it, and just be prepared for the taxes too. Now I've done both. I've definitely done both. Shout out to Twisted Vibration, definitely for the
Oh,
article that they, you know what I'm saying, I'm assuming has something to do with the New York Times, and you know, New York dispensary events and things like that. Whatever, you know, based on them coming out and getting their dispensary, you know, even they have some, fairly decent to, expensive prices, but at the same time I understand that they got to do it based on the rules, you know what I mean? And I
they're getting taxed.
so the, I definitely have, I definitely purchased something on the day of the grand opening. But as far as, as far as, calling myself or constantly, going there, that probably is not going to happen, because at the same time, I'm saying, when my dollars are a little short, I'm gonna hit the plug, because the plug gonna make sure I'm gonna be all right. You know,
Plugs the plug in.
the plug be plugging, and the plug is still surviving. You know what I mean? The plug is still out here, and motherfuckers are still, opening their shops, closing their shops, or sitting in front of their closed shops with their own little tables. Like, yo, we still here. I mean,
Yeah,
the name of the game is, you know what I mean, nobody's giving up. So that's how I feel about it. I definitely want to support, black businesses. Of course, I want to support black businesses, black
of
dispensaries.
course.
But at the same time, when my pockets is low, baby, I'm gonna tell you to your face where the fuck I'm going. What happened? I'm gonna tell you to your face where the fuck I'm going, because
Or she ain't gonna tell you and it's none of your business. That part, you
you know
know
what
what
I
I mean?
mean? You know what I mean? Because right now, to be honest, right now, one of the plug spots that I go to, there's some dudes that literally park themselves like next to the spot. When I say next to the spot, and they got their shit right in front, like out on the street,
I
just,
love that.
you know what I mean? Like no table, just put it, on they bag, or down on the street, and it's like and
Um,
because I messed with him one time. Every time he see me going to my spot, he looking at me like, "Yo, shorty, you not gonna fuck with me?" And I'm looking at him like, "Fam, first and foremost, if I, I'm gonna fuck with you, but if I don't, Leave me the
You
fuck
need to
alone.
understand.
Do not be yelling at me. Do not be harassing me.
No, that's
Don't
not
do
what we're
none
gonna
of that
do.
bullshit because all that bullshit is a turnoff. All that bullshit is
Right.
telling me
Uh-huh.
definitely like that's how I used to do it even back in the day when it was, quote unquote illegal, where you and the fucking drug dealer could go to fucking jail, where
Mhm.
at that time he was really a drug dealer. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Even that time, like if I didn't want to fucking buy from you, there was nothing on earth that you could say to make me buy from you. And you
Mhm.
and you'll be one to I'll be walking right past you with no fucking problem, letting you know, yes, you already know I smoke. You know I smoke heavy, and if I'm walking past you, it's
It's
obvious.
not your day. It's
There's
not it's not your
there-
time, homie.
there's no explanation needed. It's just I'm going to where I'm going, and I'm going where I'm going, and you not and nothing about your sales pitch is going to make me change my mind. Never mind, you got the nerve to every time you see me to be like, "Yo, shorty, you not gonna fuck with me?" No, no. Sometimes
That's
I don't even fucking answer. I just walk right past the nigga because I'm like, if you don't understand me walking past you and not even looking at you twice, like that's enough of a word for me. Like I don't even feel the need to talk to you, fam. Like I already made it clear. No,
man.
like nah.
The
The
minute that I can start, I would say I've always had I like having this fantasy of either having my own grow, like on a large scale type shit, like utilizing some good land, really, taking that shit seriously, or running a really cool lounge type shit. And that eventually is down the line, you know what I mean? But there were times where I thought about the things that I have today. Like I was like, oh my God, I would love it if, and that could have been like 5, 7 years ago. And so I'm definitely not giving up on the dream. I think that it's very selfish and that the government does this to us. You know what I'm saying? I think it is important, just as important as, and I don't really get political, but I just will say this. As much as people are so concerned about who's going to be the president of this bitch, you should be more concerned of who the local people are in your state, in your county, in your city. Because those motherfuckers are going to really impact your day-to-day life, especially if you're not in a certain tax bracket. And I think we fail to realize that because everybody's so into the hoopla and the celebrity and all that bullshit and everything that it takes to do a campaign. But it's like things like weed, like, purchasing weed, things like being able to run an Airbnb business. Those all can be affected depending on where you live. And those are just human rights that anyone should be able to have, especially if you're in a country where everything's supposed to be free thinking and freedom of this and freedom of that. But also, what I will say is, I think that a lot of the guests have given us great insight from when we're talking about the growing, the distribution, the branding, I would say the social light stuff. We've had just about everybody on this motherfucker.
Absolutely, absolutely, and at the end of the day, the conversation around weed, no matter what state you're in, is definitely different based on how greedy the government is in your state. Like,
Wow.
because again, let's be honest, it's not. I mean, we don't know. First and foremost, no matter who the fuck you vote for, at least how I feel. No matter who the fuck you vote for, none of this shit actually like we don't know exactly what they do once they get into these positions, what decisions they make. We don't know until news break out about this and that, and then all of a sudden you realize there's a price hike on this, or there's a this and that, or you go to the supermarket and all of a sudden the eggs are $5.19 when last week they was 3 and change. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who the fuck is making these decisions. You don't know how they dividing the money, whatever money they get via tax, via taxes and shit that we pay, via fucking even for the states that you know what I'm saying that don't do state taxes, only do federal taxes. Like you don't know where the money is going. So at the same time, when you talk about marijuana and the taxes that are being put on marijuana based on each state, you for all we know, they could be a motherfucker just sitting around saying fuck it, until we figure it out, we just gonna divide it amongst ourselves. And it's like you not in them rooms, you don't know what the fuck is going on, and but at the same time, it's like marijuana is growing. The business around marijuana is growing, and the conversations around marijuana when it comes to politics, to me, is kind of it's kind of like how you going to trust these motherfuckers? Like how you really going to trust these motherfuckers when at the end of the day, and 9 times out of 10, not 90% of the motherfuckers is they not about the plant or the growth of the plant or how the plant is helping certain people. They don't know. They all they thinking about is money and how much money can be distributed into their pockets. You know what I mean? And being when with this legalities, however it's being dealt with in each state, it is you really don't know how much you really don't know how much money is being distributed to the shit that's really needed. Like for instance, there's no way that when we send our kids to school and the teachers send a fucking to-do list or a shopping list, and some of this shit got fucking what I'm saying, copy paper on the list. Like copy paper, motherfucker. I gotta give you copy paper. Wait, so what's the government ain't sending y'all copy paper? Because you already know that, what I'm saying, they, what I mean, and 9 times out of 10 to save shit, or if they don't have enough books, they'll make copies of pages in the book in order to make sure and teach the kids. So I gotta help you with copy paper, like,
Yeah,
you know what I
because
mean?
motherfuckers is too greedy. This
And
is
it's
an
like,
issue of
is the money being distributed?
greed.
Like, who do you gotta talk to in order to figure out if the money is being distributed? And even then, will they be real with you? Will they be real with you, or are they trying to, figure out a way to push you off, or based on an agenda that they, you know what I'm saying, that they done told the people and shit. You know what I mean? That's why it's like for me with politics, I try not to even get into that bullshit because to me, I figure all of y'all motherfuckers is lying. All of y'all got to be lying. Like once you run into them offices, you got to lie in order to get people to vote for you. And then you in the office, and then you basically a puppet, only allowed to do what your what I'm saying, your overseers allow you to do. That
And then, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that because I
word.
see this is what I will say that with that is what can be so dangerous is if people are over emotional and
Mm-hmm.
ill informed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might like a certain candidate because they do certain things or that they whatever your perception
Or
is.
they associate with certain people because like now I'm
No.
looking at it like it's a circus. Like you got Kamala, you know what I'm saying? Yes, she got people like Cardi B and Beyonce and J Lo, everybody talking for her. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, is that what we supposed to do? We supposed to run to that because all those celebrities like her, like who you fooling? Like at the end of the day, it's all trickery. Like
It-
none of them ain't really putting it out what they really want to do once they get in the office. You know what I mean? Nobody's telling you the
well,
truth.
no, I just in my gut, I just don't feel it. And I have looked into some policies. I've actually looked into specific ones that I cared about, but I couldn't find enough, I would say, enough of a stance on either way. And so it's like at the end of the day, if we've already come, you already can't, like, some things you just can't unsee. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so I can't unsee that. But then I don't want to have myself in a cynical downward spiral where I'm just not making sense about anything. I think that sometimes when people get so super political and
Mm-hmm.
they're misinformed, they're just filled with rage and emotion, it makes me feel like their shit around them in their personal lives is really fucked up. Whether
Mm-hmm.
it's their relationships, and I actually saw someone talking about this on like a video or something online. And I was like, I knew I wasn't tripping. Like, how are you that concerned about this certain thing? It's one thing to be like, hey, I'm fully invested. I'm putting money into this campaign. These are the
Right.
that's a totally different conversation than a civilian that's ready to rip their hair out and unfriend the whole family because somebody is, you know what I'm saying, that they don't like, and they don't even know why they don't like this person.
Oh my
And
God.
and one thing that I will say is, like, beware of what you see, because there's a lot of manipulation in the media, and hence the reason why my spirit just doesn't like just you know, give me that feeling of, oh, I really want to listen to what you got to say. I think things like this makes me be like, oh dang, who are those people? Dang, she's making a lot of sense right now. I can relate to that because you can tell the realness in it. And
Right.
I think that there's something, although we have to be responsible to affect, it's like at the same time, just like my homie Corey Holcomb said, man, it's my perception. This is what I see from my eyes. So I'm going to
Right.
say that, and I'm going to say it authentically and the most genuine as I can. And
Mhm.
whoever fucks with it, and even if they do or they don't, it doesn't matter anyway.
Yo, I mean, see that, and see that's another thing too, Aru. If you said it yourself, it's so divisive. It literally
Divisive.
dividing people. Like you gotta be like, if you with Trump, you a racist. If you with Kamala, you know what I'm saying, you trying to turn the world transgender, and it's
You
like.
damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. So I don't say shit
and,
about it.
at the same time, you gotta say to yourself, bro, have as long as you have been alive, what president, what rule of government has done anything to help you other than give you what you naturally worked for? Because if you working and paying taxes, whatever the fuck is you get as like you know what I'm saying, like in social services, or if somebody, you know what I mean, or in fucking, you know, if you get any kind of assistance with medic with you know what I'm saying, with healthcare and shit like that, that shit you worked for. That's not shit they giving you. That shit you worked for. You know what I'm saying?
Blood, sweat, and
When,
tears, baby.
when we was getting them stimulus checks, that was money that we worked for. That was money that they was holding that we worked for. It wasn't like they just popped out, and that money been sitting there and they been lying. So it's like, you know what I mean? The COVID shit, like even that shit was a fucking lie. It's still a fucking lie that they perpetuating throughout this fucking society. And it's like, yo, you the crazy one for mentioning it. You the crazy one for talking about it. You the crazy one for believing in it. You know what I'm saying? Case in point, Jaguar right motherfucking now. Jaguar right is like the algorithms. As soon as you say her fucking name, the algorithms apparently attack you because because now she done went on some white man show, and the white man interviewed her and gave her time to talk shit about whatever she was talking about, and now it's like, hold on, anybody that say her name, wait a minute, we trying to see what you talking about, and it's like, you and when you go into these comments of these videos that have to do with what she been saying and what Cat Williams was saying, and everybody that talked about what's happening in 2024, motherfuckers is still talking shit and saying that You believe in crazy people, but what if these crazy people are actually telling us what's happening? That's the belief from way back when, that a crazy motherfucker can't it could never be telling the truth about what's going on, and you should be the wrong one, and you should be the wrong one to believe it like that. That's from the creation of man. That's how that shit been working since the creation of fucking man, and up to
Man.
still on that bullshit. I don't, yo, you know what I mean? So
I know that I think we said this before about Sister Jaguar. She's anointed.
yeah,
She can tell in her expression. Um she's not going to be stopped in the terms of her mission, because it just needs to play out.
no,
Now, I think what she's doing, I feel like it reminds me of, like, let's say we're at like a family reunion, and she's the only one or one of the ones with the balls to be like, that uncle touched me, that uncle touched me, and that other one is touching everybody. And I feel like it does take a
everybody
lot
in
of
the
balls.
family sitting around drinking and acting like she not saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just like you said, she's pointing niggas out, saying who is what, and everybody drinking and acting like, oh, she just saying that, and it's like, but what makes you think that she just saying that? Like, what the fuck? Like,
No, she's not just saying it. That's
why
the
are you
thing.
just quick to want to just believe what's going on? Like, especially when you hear stories about this shit are going around the world all the fucking time. As women, we know from the minute we realize what kind of body parts we walking around with, we know that the possibility of somebody trying to snatch it without our permission is fucking possible, very highly fucking possible. You know what I'm saying? From whatever age to whatever age. You know what I mean? And it's not just men doing it to young girls. It's sometimes it's women doing it.
Women are predators too. They can be.
You know what I'm saying? Or women are doing it to young women too, like dead ass, It's something that literally happens all the time. So to ignore it, and just thinking that it's gonna be swept up, like ignoring it or just sweep it under the rug, or ignoring it or and make it not ever actually exist, is wrong as fuck. Never mind,
Yes. And
never mind detrimental to a person's fucking psyche.
right. And speaking of which, I love that she's on eh, some cruelty-free artistry is what she promotes.
Word.
I, dude, I'm not gonna say that I'm fucking perfect when it comes to like business moves or whatnot. But what I will say is what I'm not gonna do. Like, I already know what I'm not gonna do.
And
And I feel like,
and not to cut you off, but honestly,
no,
based on your moves and making music, I hope that that nobody ever approached you on some, oh, you gotta suck my dick in order to get a beat out of me, nigga. Who? What are we doing? What?
girl, even if they tried it, it would be
What
cut.
is
It
going
would
on?
be like
Yeah.
no, because it's like that's the thing. They fed us, they spoon fed us these things, and it's actually I think it's such an exciting time to do music, because we're getting rid of the fluff. If you can get rid of the fluff, there's a chance for appreciation for just real ass shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I think that something so powerful is the energy that's shared. Whether you're on stage or you're the person in the crowd cheering it on, and I love both. And so it's
Yeah.
like there's so much energy in that. And I think that's how real motherfuckers like Jaguar Wright, like Corey Holcomb, and other people that I can't even think about that stand on truth without selling their souls. You know what I mean? And it's like the minute that I would even consider selling my soul, I might as well just off myself. Because what then if I don't have a purpose? And what then if I don't know who I am? And I ain't even, if I know I'm really not about that shit, why would I even kid myself?
Word.
Especially now. And so, as a 40 plus year old Samoan, that loves hip hop and that has a real appreciation. It's not, oh, you're trying to steal motherfuckers' culture. It's real appreciation and
And
trying to be respectful of my talents as well. So you be respectful for the culture, it will respect you back. I think just that's anything in life. You respect it, it will respect you back. I
word.
think it's very unfortunate, but I do feel like there's so much distraction that people just need to focus on making the art. And because
Yeah.
it's all attract, and like we talked about politics too, it's all greed. When things aren't balanced in this society, it usually has something to do with greed, I would say.
Exactly.
Whether that's a greed of power or money, whatever.
It's always power. It's definitely always power. It's definitely always money. And, and it's about, what you're doing behind closed doors in order to flex that power and flex that money. I mean, the breakdown of the whole Diddy situation, to me, represents a breakdown of power, because at the same time, while it's slowly, quietly trying to do this investigation, of course we got people in these streets talking and telling and making sure that the news is getting out here. And in the news, you hearing that there's going to be a lot of people's names being called, and a lot of things is going on. And it's like, you know what I mean? Now, you know what I'm saying? What was done in the dark is going to come out in the light. And
Always does.
and you know what I'm saying? And you can't stop it. You know what I mean? And the power, no matter, and there's certain powers, clearly there's certain powers that's trying to do their best to keep it to a minimum. But at the same time, if it's meant for certain shit to come out, it's certain shit gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And it happens for a fucking reason. Like, now is the time to release all of this, these pent up fucking secrets and shit. And whatever the fuck you was involved, if you was involved, motherfucker, you gonna be hurt. You gonna be called to the table. You gonna be called, and you better have some level of response. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, if you did some shiesty shit, that shit gonna be put out too. That shit's going, and that should be the rule always, from the richest motherfucker all the way down to the poorest motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because as a poor motherfucker walking around, you're not getting good blessings if you walking around on fuck shit. If you walking around on hate. If you walking around, you know what I'm saying, trying to fucking be a crab at getting to the top. Like,
Right.
nah, nah, the goodness has to fucking, it has to flow from your heart, and it has to, you know what I'm saying, the little that you can do, you know what I mean, you gotta be part of the program to make it happen, and you gotta believe in yourself, and you damn sure. But me personally, when it comes to political shit, like, shit, just matter of fact, just Friday when I was getting my hair done, uh, my girl was asking me, she was like, because we watching the news, and we hearing these motherfuckers doing their little last minute speeches, and she was like, yo, who you voting for? I was like, vote. I was like, you mean vote between fuckery and fuckery? Because at the end of the day, that's what I feel like. I'm walking up in there to stand on somebody's line to pick fuckery besides fuckery. And and at the end of the day, I know what happened, because even as much as I was a proud black person, as seeing Barack Obama in that White House for 8 years. He was only allowed to do what the powers that be allowed him to do. So it's not like he walked in and just threw a bunch of home money everywhere and everybody was just living. No, he was doing what he was allowed to do. Anybody in that chair is going to do what they allowed to do. So who you fooling yourself and saying that because you walked into a booth and chose something that you're, to me, I really feel like you fooling yourself, because all them votes gonna be gathered, they gonna be counted, and then they go to a place called the electoral votes, and the electoral niggas, that whoever the fuck is sitting in that and them seats decide, you know what, let's just go ahead and pick one of these motherfuckers, and then we boss them around and tell them what the fuck to do and what the fuck to say when they get out in public, because that's the reality of the situation. I don't know if I you don't got to agree with me, but the fact is that that's what it is. You really, if you really look back at all the time you've been grown, and every political office around you, what exactly have they done for you in your life? What? I'm just saying. Talk to me.
And dude, and
I'm
even with that, most of my issues come with people, like I said, the people who are ill-informed and super emotional without any backing, and just want, are just, hey, they're just into the propaganda, they're into all of the stuff, they're into the sauce, just
Right.
because it's talked about, just because they feel it gives something to them to feel what they feel. And I will tell you, I stopped really being interested in somebody because they was a little too political for a motherfucker, where it was like, yeah, bruh, like, it's just, I can't help, but it's like whatever you're not into, right? Imagine whether it's like stinky breath or stinky feet or something. Well, imagine you considering somebody and they having that. And it's as easy, and hey, I it's not necessarily, I'm not saying that I'm trying to do the same thing. I don't think it's the same thing.
Right.
It's the notion of you being so blinded in your fury and your, you know what I'm saying, in your emotion. That's it. It could be about ice cream. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted.
That you a little too obsessed about that one thing makes me say, nah.
Well, and then the way that you treat others, that,
Oh,
you know, the way that
that's
you're treating others as a result of something that should be freely coming from, like, if someone has, let's say this, for example, right? You're voting for somebody. Someone clearly wants to vote for somebody for whatever reason. Why then is it your issue? That's the thing that I'm trying to say. Like, that's the meat and potatoes of it. So it's like saying, you know what? I just can't fuck with nobody that likes mint chocolate chip. Well, okay, that counts me out. I'm so shit. I guess there's nothing to be said here.
right.
Oh, it's like it's very telling. I think things like this can really show you, like a pandemic. You know what I'm saying? You really show you not only show, or you not only can see where other people stand, you also can where you stand and where your values are. And maybe it is a time for some of us to really check ourselves. I've had to check myself lots of times. But it's like, on this stance, I'm pretty sure on where I stand with this. And there's a reason why I don't debate. I will not argue with any idiots, any fools. I will not argue with somebody who can't rationalize and say, hey, you know, that they can still say that it's fucked up. They can say that they don't agree. That's fine. But you're not going to be screaming at me and making me feel like I'm less of a human because I have my own views, just like you do.
No, what you're going to do is that, see, and that's another fucked up layer that's going on out here too, because you got your stance and you want to make me feel bad about how the fuck I feel. No,
Exactly.
not how
It's
that
all
gonna
when
go.
motherfuckers was mad that you didn't get the jab. It's
Yeah,
like, how are you mad that I didn't get the jab?
you know what I'm saying? That's not how that go. That's not how that go. The bottom line is, you know what I mean? Because I even had a discussion about the jab with a chick, and and literally, she literally told me, that she got around with, she was able to get around without, getting the jab, and I told her, straight up, I'm mad that I got it, but no way in me was mad at her for not having to fucking get it. Like, that ain't my concern. You feel me?
That part.
And And however I stand on following up on the jab and doing all that extra shit, you know what I mean? That that alone made it, you know what I'm saying, was something that we discussed it, and once I said that I would never follow up and get the second, third, whatever the fuck these motherfuckers are recommending, because I ain't doing that bullshit. No, thank you. And when you get to, like, once you get a stance on certain shit, you gotta defend that shit all the way down, and not let a motherfucker think that, oh, they gonna yell at you and make you change your mind. That's not how that go either. That's not how that go either. Like, no, this is how I stand on this. This is how I'm gonna continue to stand on this, and nothing you do gonna make me change my mind on how the fuck I feel about this shit. Cause no, cause best believe I am one of the motherfuckers that definitely mad that I got it, but I ain't mad at the motherfuckers that didn't have that found a way to get around this shit. I wish I was lucky. I was so lucky, if anything. But other than that, ain't no ain't no animosity. We good.
And I will say this: as a result of me not getting the job, I lost out on a lot of money, a lot of opportunities, because motherfuckers was looking for that. And that someone sent me a letter, bless his heart, you know what I'm saying? But that shit didn't work. Motherfuckers was still like, no, if you want this job, we need, okay, well, I guess I'm not getting this job. And so it's just like, even that, it's not taking a stance on something isn't gonna be sexy. It's not gonna be fun. It's gonna be, like you said, you if you take it and stand on that shit. But it's like, to blame somebody or to look at somebody some type of way for just choosing is so weird to me. And I think that's like the what I'm trying to get at. Like, we need to stop doing this to each other. And that's like, we need to stop allowing ourselves to be so divisive. And it's like,
but
at
it's
the end of the day,
at the same time, this whole season, especially this election shit, is making it's just driving divisiveness all over the fucking algorithms. It's all over the algorithms. It's all over the social fucking media, and it's like, you are asshole, and literally you are asshole for whichever side you on, and it's like, and nobody, and of course, ain't nobody out there daring to say that I'm not gonna vote. Ain't nobody daring to say, and I'm looking at them like, why not? Like, what's the problem? Like if I don't leave my house on that day and go nowhere near a school, because out here you got to go in the schools to vote. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the fuck? If I don't fill out a valid, I don't fucking go. What the fuck you gonna do? I don't. The fuck you and fuck your vote shit. I'm not gonna vote. I ain't afraid to tell you straight up and down. I'm not doing it. Why? Because it's fuckery. It's fuckery. If anything, it's a name collection for fucking jury duty, bitch. I'm not doing that either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that either. The fuck? Like, none of that bullshit. I'm good. I'd rather see what happens and then deal with whatever happens. Because at the end of the day, you can't tell me that either one side is better than the other. As far as I'm concerned, neither one of the sides. Because at the end of the day, she just started. For me, Kamala just started playing up to black people just because she running for president. Before, she never gave two fucks, as far as I saw it. So I don't know. You know what I mean?
Her real name Emhoff. Her husband's last name is Emhoff. So her name. I mean, I'm not dissing one. I actually, running for president, I'm sure that takes a lot of balls. Of course, you're up for scrutiny in the,
Indeed.
But to the max. I get it. However, it's just like, I can't be so emotionally involved in what other people are doing. Like, however anyone chooses to express themselves to make them feel like they're contributing to society, that's fine. I actually think people who, earnestly, they don't make a big deal about it. They go and vote because that's what their heart like really desires. They believe. Okay.
If
Dude,
you
more power to you.
go right ahead. I applaud you. I will get the fuck out of the way. If I'm walking down the street and I'm in your way trying to get to the school to go vote, shit, tell me to move, B. I will fucking move out of your way. But at the end of the day, don't ask me if I'm going up in there. Cause I'm not. Cause I'm not. Cause I'm not. You know what I'm saying? If you going up in it, that's your business. If you feel wholeheartedly that that's going to actually do something to change the world, go ahead, go right ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because they keep another thing they were saying that Donald Trump is trying to take a women's abortion rights away, bruh. That's already set in a lot of these states. A lot of these states does shut down abortion. There's only certain new states that actually have abortion clinics still and that are running in in certain states. New York be one of them. New York be one of them. So like that's already in place. Like what and that was like, come on now, like you trying to, and that was under the Biden administration. Like how we, like I don't like you know what I mean. You know what it is when it comes to me and I treat politics like football. Like when me and husband is sitting down and we watching football, we smoking weed, we chilling, we watching football. I'm watching it. I like the violence part of it. I like how niggas just crash into motherfuckers, and next thing you know, somebody might not get up and whatnot. You know what I mean? Somebody might get up limping. I kind of like that part. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't know too much about stats. I don't know too much about people's names, about how long they've been playing, if they went to college. I don't know nothing about these motherfuckers. But every now and then, I might say something that makes fucking sense about the game based on sitting there watching this shit. And that's how I feel like politics. When I'm watching this shit, and if I say something based on what the fuck I'm looking at, it's for me, it makes sense because it's like none of you people represent truth. And you never have, you never will. I I'm not fooled. So if you continue to fool everybody else, that's what's up. But I'm not one of the people you fooling. So
Oh, I got some sexy little tea. Or not tea, but
yes, let's turn the conversation into something good. What we talking about?
Well, apparently, when we did our event in New York, there was a gentleman who came by during his lunch, not his lunch break, but he came by. I don't know. I think it was some kind of a break or whatever.
Okay.
And he tried to knock on the door, but I think it was when we were doing the yoga. And so he came by with like his let's just say he had a work vehicle. And I thought that was really fly. I thought that was very touching. He told me that he'd been watching for a while, you know what I'm saying? Type shit.
Nice.
I think the reason why I even talk to people sometimes is it's like their vibe, and I'm talking about romantically or sexually, right? It's got to be some sort of a vibe, a connection, if you will. But it's also like their approach. Like I'm really big on how people, dude, come on. Hey, sexy. Hey, what's up, beautiful? You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like, man, talk to your mama and your daughters like that.
Okay. Okay.
You don't know each other, and you don't have to do that. Like I would rather it be like a personalized thing. Like, what is it that made you want to talk to a motherfucker? Why are you hitting me up? You know what I'm saying? You trying to sell me something? Because you can just get right to that. Okay. Are you trying to utilize me? Because go ahead and say something dumb so I can already tell,
Right.
But I'm catching like good vibes, you know what I mean? I'm paying attention. And so it just so happens that I go like this. You married? Yes, I am. And so I was like, okay, I appreciate the honesty, but it's like, what do I really want? You know what I'm saying? Like, I obviously, at the end of the day, I don't prefer to talk to somebody that's married.
Word,
I'm not
word.
saying that I never done it. Like, obviously, I've done it,
Right.
but it's not for me. It's no longer a benefit.
Right. Of course not.
Now, it would be a benefit if you and your wife, you know what I'm saying, wanted some of this Samoan swirl. You
You
know
know
what I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying?
But it's like, and so anyway, I've been very selective with who I not only share my body with, but even like conversation wise. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
'Cause some of these motherfuckers, I don't care how old or how young, they can be tone deaf like a motherfucker. They think they like a bitch, but it's like, you really just want to fuck me. You probably want to see what this mouth can do. Let's just be real. You heard me saying some risque things on Motherhood Sex Marijuana. Or you seen some sexy posts or some funny risque shit that I posted.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, what? Some of these motherfuckers really do not like me. They just, and that's what I had to tell myself. Like, Drew, you see that, right? You know what I'm saying? I literally had to take my body out, like my spirit out of my body, turn myself around and be like, you know that guy does not like you. Why are you being so nice to this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? So,
Now, on some real shit, that you could look at it that way, but you could also look at it as motherfuckers is really out here trying to do their best to get away with shit, and this is how they get caught when they trying to get away with shit. Like, and then at the same time, you can also say to yourself, this is also a turn, makes you want to turn off when it comes to being intimate, being with one person, or even being married and shit like that, because it's like you really trying to jump in the girl's DM with some fuck shit. And 2024, you should know better. Like, you should know better. If you are married, sir, and just like you said, if this is not a situation where you and wifey are trying to, we're trying to have a honest conversation with all three of us, where all three of us are either joining in, or at least that she knows
cognizant,
the situation
right?
where she knows that I'm fucking you and she don't care, or she don't mind because she got her own thing on the side too. I'm just saying, this is how it should be. This is why I've been talking about, what I'm saying, Cat Williams and Jaguar Wright and shit, because with some real shit, the name of the game is keep it fucking honest. Let's stop with the fucking, with the because you want me to be a secret, you want me to be a side, you want me to be macaroni and cheese, and I'm just like, nah, bitch, I don't want to be nobody's macaroni and cheese, bitch. I want to be the
No.
motherfucking main motherfucking course. How? What the fuck is wrong with you? And your main course right now is she probably think you know what I'm saying? She probably looking at you like, why the fuck is she fucking with a fuck nigga like you that's trying to jump in other motherfuckers DMs with that bullshit? Like on some real shit. I actually, cause on TikTok I'm getting some of that action too. Hey, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Bitch, delete. Bitch, delete, because on some real shit, I'm not even responding. Fam, what happened? You see what the fuck I come on here talk about? I come on here talk about me being positive, me loving myself. Damn sure talk about what I'm doing. Damn sure promote businesses. Damn sure promote what the fuck is going
And damn sure you're
on.
beautiful, and you know that.
Damn sure promote all of this shit, but at the same time, I don't even made a video said, nigga, I'm very married, very in love, and very not trying to be. And so if you calling yourself jumping in the DM, talk about good morning and beautiful and this and that, you wasting your time, player, because on some real shit, you're not gonna get no response from me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not on that. Like I am not on that. And the whole turn off about a motherfucker saying that to you, say, okay, I jumped in your DMs to talk to you, but at the same time I'm married. So what the fuck are we talking about, sir? What are we talking about? What is there to talk about, player? No, talk to me. Tell me what is there. Oh, so you think because you heard some hot shit on our podcast, you automatically assume some bullshit? Nah, like, is that, like, this is not the game I'm trying to play. Like, and again, That could also be the universe telling you to put out more of a message of it's not about whoever the fuck. It's not about whoever the fuck. It's about structure and building. And if you ain't on structure and building, to get the fuck out of my face. You could never be on structure and building if you're telling me you married and your wife don't know about me. You could never be on structure and building if you got 2, 3 girlfriends and you trying to add me as a fourth because I live in another state. Like no, no, let's make moves about keeping it motherfucking real. Let's put out manifestations about keeping it fucking real, and don't automatically shut down a conversation that involves other people and you being a secret or side or corner or a pocket. The fuck, none of these. I'm either the main or not.
Man, I started off as a side chick too many times to just be like, yeah, you know what? It's not a glorified side chick type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how about I have an empire to build type of vibe? I'm a home mom and parent over here. And damn, like if it's not on a romantic tip, of course, man, let's talk business. Let's talk about how we can help each other in that regard, because
it's
I'm always down for that
because at the end of the day, we can't do like literally. The name of the game is we really, you know, what I'm saying we can do this by ourselves, but but we don't want to. We want to, you know, what I'm saying we want to build a foundation that starts out strong and comes out strong. So a motherfucker got to be on the same page, the same concept, the same wavelength. If you ain't on some building or you just trying to slide like in 2024, you really with diseases and shit running around, you really trying to slide and fuck, sir? Come on now, especially if you super grown, if you in your 30s,
you
like
need to hop on the nearest time
like
machine.
somewhere between 18 and 25,
yeah.
Party and
just nearest time machine. Go find me when I was doing all that and have a ball.
But once we in our 30s and up, we trying to do grown people shit. If you're not on grown people shit, then I don't have time to entertain you.
It took a while to even grasp that concept for myself because I was thick in it. Like, dude, you know damn well, girl, you know.
I know.
Yeah,
that's why I'm talking about it, because at the end of the day, that's what we really got to be about. And again, any relationship we end moving forward, it's got to be real truthful. That's what 2024 needs to. Everybody listening, people. 2024 is teaching all of us that we gotta be truthful when it comes to certain shit, player. We gotta you know what I'm saying? Why waste time with a motherfucker? And if you like this and that motherfucker's not doing it for you, and you gotta go sneak to go find somebody to do this, no. Tell a motherfucker.
There's people that
what it is.
There's people that may want to fit in that pocket, you know what I'm saying? But don't assume that everybody wants to fit in that pocket just because they're free spirited in other situations. So I think that's the misconception.
Yeah, you got to be respectful with it, but at the same time, it's like the one life that you live in, you cannot sit around and call yourself cubby holding yourself just so that you can, you know, be in somebody's approval. If it hurts to be in this fucking cubby hole, then you need to do something about that hurt. And living in yourself, living in your fucking truth is what it is what gonna release that pain from you. You know what I'm saying? And being in a relationship nowadays, yes, you gotta be truthful. If you gonna jump into somebody's DM, tell me, so that we can have a discussion and I could tell you if I'm okay with that. If I'm okay with that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because at the end of the day, we know that there's relationships where motherfuckers is okay with that. They looking at the
Sure.
two with you like, word, yeah, I like her. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I like
I'm one of those bitches. Yeah.
let's you know what I'm saying? Let's
I
both
just
talk to her.
don't lie
Let's
about it.
you know what I'm saying? Let's be
Mhm.
real. Like if that's what we
Yeah.
gonna do, that's exactly how it should be. 2024 is telling us that no matter how you want to run your life, you got to be truthful about that shit. You got to be truthful
Real
with yourself and
talk.
whoever the fuck you fucking with in that space, especially in a sexual space.
You think that women and men can do you think that there's an exception to the rule that women and men cannot be platonic friends?
Shit, let me tell you something. There's only a few times. I mean, I guess it depends on the situation. If I think if it's a situation where neither one of y'all are attracted to each other, then that could work. That
Oh, okay.
that could definitely work. But
Okay.
if there's any attraction, is any attraction, or if y'all fucked already,
That's a good
you know
perception.
what I'm saying? That definitely y'all ain't friends no more. Like once y'all got naked in the same space, y'all became unfriends no more. Like no, it won't.
Man.
Hi, Storm in the building. Motherhood Sex Marijuana. Rolling Papers in the building. Motherhood Sex Marijuana. Merch in the building. If you're here, we thank you and we most certainly appreciate you. But we want you to spread the word, tell a friend, subscribe, make sure and get yourself some rolling papers. And of course, if you want to sponsor an episode, if you want to be on an episode, if you have products you want to show us that we want to show the people, come through. You feel me? Motherhood Sex Marijuana rolling papers, merch, YouTube, subscribe, fight all the algorithms and let us get in. Yeah. We went to
I'm gonna
another
tell you
level.
something. Here's another confession, man.
Oh
So,
man.
if I say fairly recently,
Mm-hmm.
one somebody that I deemed very close, like a close friend,
Right.
revealed that that he was attracted to me. Let's just say from the point A.
Right.
I
Right.
had no clue. Although he's a very attractive man. Like he's out just fine as fuck. So, but
Mm-hmm.
then when like the time that I had met him, it's like I was obviously with something, you know what I'm saying, a relationship and shit. But
Right.
there was always like this real love there. Like there would be like, let's just say, right, if he were to show up at my house, he'll be like, dude, I just need a place to crash for the night. Yeah, without question, type shit.
Mm, okay. Okay.
So like, but like, anyway, I'm just saying like, but he in this situation is like very in something. Let's just say that. He might as well be married and shit like that. So it's like
Mm,
there's a certain level that I can't even give him. Like I can definitely we can talk or whatever because we talk anyways. But it's
right.
like when it gets to be too deep. Like it can even get sexual because sexual can be low vibrational. But it's been like it's gotten very deep, like very deep to where it's like, dang, I could see something with this guy. Like really. But yeah, if we ever hooked up, it would be a fucking issue. Let's just say that. Like all hell would break loose like that. You feel me? So
Well,
it's just there's certain things going on. It's just that I'm being honest about what things are. It's just like even though things feel good and whatnot, it doesn't mean that I should
right.
necessarily.
Right.
You know?
Right. I mean,
So it's
I get it. You know what I'm saying? You definitely. It sounds like you're having some good conversations. So the guy, and so because you're having good conversations, it's making you. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely making you reminisce or at least fantasize a little bit. But at the same time, reality is hitting you and telling you that if you ever actually went there, there would be hell and high water to pay, and you don't want nothing to do with that. You ain't got
no.
no interest in that bullshit. So,
No.
so that alone should be your red flag. You know what I'm saying? So even as sitting around and you fantasizing and you like, yo, if this was like this and this was like this, you got to say to yourself, hold on. I already know that if at any point we go there, it's gonna be some hell to pay, and I don't have no energy to be paying this hell, and especially if you picture yourself paying the hell for something that you know ain't worth it. Hold on, player. Hold on, because if it ain't worth it at the end of the day, it's like, oh, no. I'm just giving
That's
myself
the
word.
man.
So wait, I'm unbusy and I
That's the
giving
math.
myself a headache. Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
It's the
No.
math on that. Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. And see, that's another thing about that's beautiful about women. It's like your intuition is telling you exactly what to think about the situation. Like, yes, your heart, your mind, you know what I'm saying? Even your pumple is like, yo, maybe we should. But at
Uh-huh.
the same time, your
It's
intuition
not worth the damage, yo.
your intuition is sitting around like one of the 12 people at the table, like, hey. I already said that's going to be a bad idea. I already showed
Yeah.
receipts as to why it's going to be a bad idea. So whatever the fuck you over there thinking, cut it out.
All right, we can be like two ships in the night. You know what I'm
You know what I
saying?
mean?
With that layover, you feel me? But yeah, like that's it. To be honest, I would be fooling myself. And so,
But see that even that is too much because again you're crossing energies with somebody that you shouldn't be with. You know for a fact.
right.
Your heart is telling you your intuition is one of the fucking 12 people sitting around at the table and they like, yo,
Bro.
whatever the fuck y'all over there conjuring, put it the fuck out because I just showed you receipts as to why we can't fuck with this nigga. I already
The
showed you
man.
what's gonna happen. So whatever you think you planning, it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? And literally, that's gonna be the same feeling. Like if you even do cross paths, that's gonna be the same feeling that's gonna come back to you and say, "See, I showed you receipts, and you still went ahead." And now you know what I'm saying. How the fuck am I supposed to pull you back and help you and save you if you just want to do whatever the fuck you want to do? Like at some point, you gotta trust me because I'm here to help you. And you know what I mean? And
Here's
your
the
intuition will fucking cuss you the fuck out, clean out.
I don't know if I've said this before, but I'm kind of okay. I'm gonna be very vulnerable right now, right?
Okay.
I'm so tired of hitting it off with somebody, right? There's obviously a connection somewhere.
Right.
They go out, let's just say that first round you wasn't picked on the team. You wasn't drafted.
Right.
Go out with their contracts and their fucking whatever and their glitz and glam, only to realize that bitch is crazy as fuck. She never really liked you. She don't like herself. And
Wow.
besides that, Putin, she don't have a lot to offer. She probably don't even give you head like I do, baby.
Whoa.
So it's like you go and spin all around, homie, just to realize you want to come home to mama. Now, my thing is, that's fine and dandy, but it's like I already knew that shit. But that wasn't on the first draft, yo. So now I need to pick my starting lineup.
And see, and in that vibe is why you don't need to go back to that person because on some real shit,
Girl.
you dead ass picked somebody else. If there was a draft and you picked somebody else, and now after you picked that person, you realize that was person your fuck shit. So now you want to double backtrack and pussy pop. Bitch, I'm not here.
And I'm not down with
Here for you
motherfuckers.
to backtrack too. Like nah, because on some real shit, you You should have realized the first go that I was it. And once you lost me, you lost me. Fuck out of here. Like I'm not because again, you gonna always be remember in the back of your head that I wasn't the first draft. You gonna always remember that shit. As
I can't unsee it. I can't unknow it.
the petty bitches running around in your head because the petty bitch in my head would have been like, yeah, that nigga, you was second. You was second.
It
Remember
ain't
that.
even petty. It's like
And
it
you
is
don't know if
what it
there's
is.
a third, fourth, or fifth. So you wilding right now. You know what I'm saying? Oh hell,
If at all, if I was even at all in the running at all.
you
So
know
it's like those are things that I can't help but see it now. And it's like I love it. Show me the motherfucking ugliest of ugliest truths because I swear to you, after you've had your heart broken, thrashed, after you've really thought about just dying, yeah, what else can hurt me? You know what I'm saying? What else? And so it's like now it's like, oh no, I have to really take myself seriously. If I take my mission seriously, if I'm like really trying to be a good mother to my children, it's like, okay, well then I need to be a good person. You know what I'm saying? Like even if I didn't have kids on some real shit, I'd still have to be out in these streets trying to figure it out and trying to live and enjoy a journey and find purpose with or without a man, with or without a partner. You feel me?
and then
Like,
being an example to your children, not only because I mean you got a combination, you got boys and girls, so you got to be a combination of leaving an impression on both ends. First of all, for your women children, you got to leave the impression that first and foremost depend on your motherfucking self. First and foremost, depend on your motherfucking self to allow the fuck shit and, and
right.
and know your worth, know the quality of your worth. Anybody trying to 5 cent, 10 cent you, get them the fuck out your face. The fuck you mean? And the same thing is the same thing for the man, but at the same time, they also see, yeah, don't get no female and treat them any kind of motherfucking way and think that shit just gonna rock because you got dick. No, sir. Bruh, don't think that whatever you swinging between your legs is going to have you just fooling chicks left and fucking right. Trust and believe. You don't want to do that to yourself. This is how you should treat a woman. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, nigga. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So on both sides, you got to fucking leave good and fucking impressions. And while you leaving those impressions, they watching, you know what I'm saying, what you doing, how you handle relationships. And you know what I'm saying? So at this point, this is a critical point to show a motherfucker that you're not about to take, you know what I'm saying, quantity over quality. It's got to be quality, and it's got to be quality that spreads love all through your fucking situation. You know what I mean? And they got to know
Or
that
nothing at all.
they got to know that's what mommy's going for or nothing at all, and that's all that's going to be tolerated. Therefore when they grow up, that's what the fuck they do. That's the mind concept they automatically on. Like my mama wasn't on that bullshit, I most certainly ain't gonna be on that bullshit. And the nigga that told you I was gonna be on that bullshit lied to you, player. Shit, like your man said, a big fat face on liar. What the fuck?
I stopped lying to the children. They asked me some very serious questions in the past few months, and I answered them very honestly. One of the um, one of the comments was, "I hope you never get married again, or never get in a relationship, never have a boyfriend again." To which I said, "Hey, if not, then whatever. But if it is, then know that I'm going to choose wisely. I'm going to take you into consideration." It's not just mommy anymore. It's not just me anymore, you know?
And that's them telling you, whichever one of your children that told you that was them telling you that whoever the fuck come around gonna get watched like a hawk. Like you gonna get watched like a hawk, player. As soon as you cross your legs wrong, somebody gonna snitch on you. As soon as you cross your legs and bend over the wrong way, nigga, somebody gonna be like, "What? This nigga, just get this nigga out of here. Get this nigga out of here." Like for real. And that's how it should be. That's how it fucking should be. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you telling them the truth when they ask questions, that's not you, you know what I'm saying, attacking their psyche. That's you letting them know, listen, I want to be real with you. I want to release this out of my heart, and I want you to know what the real is. I don't want you. I want you to have in the independent thoughts about this situation, and I want you to see where I was at and where and what actually happened, and make your own judgment. And in your judgment, it should be that obviously whatever was going on was wrong, and I'm protecting you from that. You know what I'm saying? So, and if I didn't tell you that before, it's because you were too young to know. At this point, you old enough to understand, and I'm glad you old enough to understand, so that we can have some
Yeah.
real fucking conversation about it, so that you can, you know what I'm saying, so you can. I mean, yes, there's three sides to a story, but you ain't heard my side, and you know what I mean. And until you hear my side, this is when, you know what I mean, you start to make your own judgments about the whole situation. And if at any point in time, you know, you ever see, you know, said people that, you know, that you happen to speak to them about, you know what I'm saying, they can't come to you with no fuck shit. They can't come to you with no covered blanket over what was been told, because they're gonna be the first ones to tell us, like, nah, motherfucker, I already know. Don't play with my intelligence at this point. At this
That would
point,
be
this
ideal.
point, I will disrespect you because I feel like you playing with my intelligence when you know I know.
Boom.
So
Oh, yeah. And yeah, as parents, it's our jobs to equip them as much as possible, because we aren't going to be around forever. We're not with them every waking minute of the fucking day. We couldn't possibly be. So, I mean, I don't know. People's setups is different. I couldn't possibly be. You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
So it's like,
Certain information, like especially in your situation, yes, people that are listening would not being really clear about what we're talking about, because it is sensitive information that has to do with Ruby's children. And the fact is, however you decide to dish it out, in whatever portions you decide to dish it out, you know what I'm saying, that's your decision. And it's not you trying to put a bad you know what I'm saying, a bad cover, or you just talking shit about said person. You literally explaining, you know, things that can be verified. You know what I'm saying? So, and then once certain verification conversations happen, it's like they get to make their own judgments regardless. You know what I mean? And in that judgment, the one thing you want, you Ruby, the one thing you want to be seen as, yeah, I had the courage to tell you the truth when I thought it was right for you to know. You feel me? It was I wasn't running up to you and telling you some shit that I didn't think you understood until I knew for a fact you could understand it.
and you inquiring about it doesn't leave me much choice at some point.
Right.
And the way that things are, and actually it wasn't even it was somebody else in which they have gotten information from, someone very close, and they asked me about certain things, and they asked me certain things about me and how I felt about things. And excuse me, and at the end of the day, it's like, I just want them to know that you can really talk to me about anything. You don't have to be like worried that I'm gonna beat your ass or this or that. It's like,
Mm.
I want us to have a dialogue to where, and I think part of that does have the honesty factor. Like me showing I can be honest with you shows that you can be honest with me too.
Mm-hmm.
I think one thing I've always admired about you is just your bluntness when it comes to not trying to sugarcoat things, regardless of the child's age, because it's like at the end of the day, this world is really crazy. It could
This
be.
world is crazy. This world is moving fast, and you got to keep up with it. And at the end of the day, when it comes to my kids, one thing I always said, it's from Africa to Naya to Agadas, all of them. Like, don't have niggas telling me shit about you that I should already fucking know. Don't know. If a motherfucker walk up to me and say some shit, I should be able to be like, yeah, I know that already. What's good?
Mm-hmm.
Saying?
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
I
like
agree.
nah. You know what I mean? And in your situation, you know what I mean? Like I said, like even I told you like when Africa was small, you know, she asked me about my relationship with her father and bluntness, you know, made her cry, but at the same time at the same time to this day the most thing she can say is that my mama told me the truth. My mama told me what it was, and she kept it real, and there wasn't no sugarcoat, and based on you know my own relationship with my father, I could realize where things went. You know this, you know what was, you know I could determine what it is from what it wasn't. So nah, you trust me. One of the things they'll look back on is who was truthful with them in what situation. And you want to be always on the side that yes, I told you the truth but I told you the truth when I thought you was ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Don't you know what I mean? Don't come at me with no, you know, you was holding back. I wasn't holding back. I was holding back until you I knew you was ready. You know what I mean? And whoever had a conversation with you about whatever's going on, they told whatever they talked to you about, they told you because they thought you was ready to hear what was need to be said. And I'm sure there's still going to be more conversations that need to be heard and need to be said and need to be dealt with. So you know what I mean? And all of this shit takes time. It's not something that you know it takes time. So you handling it dead ass. You handling it right by being the main one to answer questions instead of you know dodging and shit. Word, word.
Mm. Do you have any devious drops for us, or any
Shit, not really. I mean, it been for the most part, everything's been quiet over here. I mean, shoot, Halloween went good because it was a hot day. Um, for the most part, shit, you know, everything that's you know in my situation is going along as how it should be, you know, and shit, just waiting for the rest of the year to end on some positive shit. Just waiting for affirmations to come through, waiting for blessings to come through. Just you know, just thinking about more movement, more good shit, more growth. You know what I mean? Just our movement alone. You know what I mean? I think even watching, you know, our first episode today, I was like, yo, you know, we have grown as a podcast like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Anybody outside must you know big us up for the growth and shit. You know what I mean? Never mind the fact that you know me and my little self trying to be everywhere, trying to promote our shit. Like let's do this because I think this is one of the keys to our fucking success. This right here. So when I look at motherfuckers and motherfuckers be talking about, you know what I mean, like you still doing this? Yeah, still doing it. Go continue to do it. The fuck?
and
It's
loving it,
and
love
loving
the
it
journey.
and loving it and still looking for other motherfuckers and looking for other motherfuckers and going to find other motherfuckers that love it just like we love it too. Shit. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. And this season we already, you know what I'm saying, we is like what 6 7 episodes in and we already got a nice amount of fucking good vibe, good fucking promotion, good just
Hey,
genuine information for all that you know what I mean. I refuse to believe you could not be entertained by watching us.
I mean, come on now,
Like
come
what is
on
wrong
now.
with you? Like you might as well support this whole lifestyle here. Shit, stop playing with us. But yes, girl, I know it's getting well. It ain't late on your end, but it's definitely late on this end. So, and I could imagine based on the fact that you keep dipping away that you gotta keep hollering at the children. So let's go get them ass whippings going. If we gotta get some ass whippings dealt out, let's get them ass whippings going. Yes, indeed. Because motherfuckers like to act up when niggas is doing productive shit. See, the devil busy. The devil busy, but we gonna keep this going, motherfucker.
Like you have your food, you
No.
have your drink, you have
You
your
have
shit.
everything, but yet you got a
You're
reason to
just
come
not on
fuck with
fire.
me when I'm busy doing my thing. Shut up.
I
Go
already explained to you that mama gotta work.
You know what I'm saying? What the hell is wrong with you? We gotta get going. Yo, do you have any more? Let me just ask you. You got any more shows coming up? Because the last one definitely, you look real good on stage, girl. So,
Oh,
you
thank
got any more?
you.
You got any more
Yeah.
going?
So the same, it's called Last Laugh Sunday.
Okay,
It's a showcase that's done every end of every last Sunday of the month. So I have a consistent show every month. Shout out to Faya. She's amazing. I want to have her on the show.
nice.
Excuse me. But because we fucked with each other, she was just like, yeah, Queen, you could just perform and just tell me when you're not gonna come through. Um, and so I would, yeah, that's pretty exciting. And
Nice.
then one thing that I can tell you about that is because I love to throw events and I wish I could, right? However, it's like, this is kind of like the dating thing. It's like, just because you can doesn't mean that you should, because check this out. What's been very beneficial is not reinventing the wheel. Like she is so good at like putting these shows together and stuff. It's just a
Nice.
matter of plugging in. So
Nice.
if watch, like let's say I could get on other showcases and have like a monthly thing with them. I could be in a space of consistently performing once a week if I wanted to, or several
Oh,
times a week.
nice.
But here's the thing, do I really want to? And I need to be really honest with myself because I'm not trying to be um the next rap star. I just want to expressively create and I want to do it consistently enough that I am relevant enough and I'm like, I'm able to do a show at the drop of a hat. I want that to be able to have that in my artistry
Right.
card. So I think that this is a perfect setup. I think once a month right now is very manageable for me.
I,
I
I
tend
was
to
just about
be,
to say that. I was just
yeah,
about to say, like, once a month is cool. I mean, once a week makes sense, like you said. If you was trying to actually get a record deal and have like a million streams and what I'm saying, be out there touring and shit like that, that would make sense that you would want to do a show every week. But doing a show every month would actually first of all, it would force you to write new music first and foremost. And second of all, it would get you, what I'm saying, more comfortable with performing too. And then three, you could be up there promoting the motherfucking podcast and,
yes,
and, and getting motherfuckers to watch us and possibly, have us, be part of what I'm saying, some part of, do, live podcasting type shit. Either way, it's three angles you definitely could work in. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
I feel like that's definitely perfect for you because again, that would give you time to what I'm saying, get comfortable with the stage, get comfortable with talking to people, and just what I'm saying, and get comfortable with performing. You know what I mean? And yes, like I said, new performance, new lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Because you last thing you want is a motherfuckers be like, well, we you're not gonna sing the same song every time, right? Like we want to hear that you got new shit. So yes, that will get you. That will definitely motivate your soul, motivate the creative side of you, and that will motivate the what I'm saying, the I want to make this happen part of you. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the
man.
day, that's how we'll, what I mean. That's another way to not only promote yourself but also promote us. You know what I mean? So yes,
Absolutely.
you gotta
So
look at
a
it
fr-
from every angle.
yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. And I think I should have like a vendor table when I do these shows too, because I'm not like if I can, I would like to watch my set. I mean, not watch my set, but after my set, I would like to watch the artists that come before and then the artists that come behind me. Like,
Mhm.
I really enjoy being at shows that, where I could just like see somebody else performing too. And then, I'm just rooting for them. I think there's a lot of beautiful community in that. So
And
while
you can also pick up, like, maybe pick up some points, because definitely,
right,
when I watch other YouTubers and how they handle their channels and their videos, I definitely pick up points in order to, not only help us, but also, help my channel.
of
Shit, hell yeah.
course,
You
and that's
definitely
the
learn
smart thing
shit
to
while
do.
watching other motherfuckers.
Yes, I think I should be selling merch too, and also showcasing, some of these artists as far as content for us. This is actually an idea that you were already talking about it, but another friend had told me, like, why don't you do that? And I was like, well, oh my gosh, that's right. But at the same, because like I'm fairly new to the game in terms of performing, you know what I mean? I would say I just
Mhm.
feel like that's all I can focus on. But now that I feel like I have a certain set, and you're right, I'm not gonna do the same songs every time. I didn't do the same songs that I did on the first one.
Word.
And it's because I just do 2 or 3 songs from my catalog at a time. So that way there's a good rotation there. But I don't mind doing the same songs if I have to. I do only get everyone gets a certain amount of time, which I like. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see somebody necessarily for 30 minutes unless I paid for that ticket. And you know what I'm saying?
Word.
Like you have a whole catalog I'm trying to listen to. So
Word.
it's like there was like there's a lot of benefit in it. I
Mhm.
love the fact
Sounds like it.
what
It definitely sounds like it.
definitely. And it's so empowering because there's people of all ages, all genres. There's comedy, there's poetry, it's just so
Right.
magical. I freaking love it. And
Right.
it's like shout out to family businesses. There's a family. The mom is pretty much the organizer of everything and the
Right.
artist. She performs as well. Her son is like the producer.
Right.
Shout out to J Dub. And then her daughter, Miss Oregon, shout out to Miss Oregon, is the host. I think her son does the producing. He's an artist himself, phenomenal.
Word.
And they have a recording studio and stuff like that. It's just like it's such a beautiful atmosphere. And through that network, I've met so many people. Oh, I
Nice.
hit up one of the persons that I met at the shows. And I was like, hey, let me rock on your network. Let's see what's up. So we might have some shows in December to do. So I'll keep you posted on that.
Nice. That's what's up. See, that's what's up. And that's also what we were talking about on our first episode for season 8. We were talking about, what I'm saying, utilizing our creative energy to start projects and complete them, what I'm saying, see them all the way through to the end, to fruition, what I'm saying, because like you said, we're not going to be here forever, but we damn sure going to leave our mark. And part of leaving our mark is to put out all the creativity that's within us. You know what I'm saying? Because we're always creating. We always thinking of something
Where
that's going, that we can put out to show the world. And like you said, you performing once a month, that gives you, all the time in between to, rock on a beat, to get comfortable with the beat, right? What I'm saying? Like I said, write new music, what I'm saying? And be more fluent with that shit. You know what I mean? And the shit, like you said, because shit, you can also do poetry too. I know you can do poetry, so you could switch it up from music to poetry, and just whatever you need to do to express your shit and leave a mark, and make sure that everybody around you plus your kids know that, yes, even as we doing this, I'm still trying to make sure that there's something that even when I'm gone, you'll be able to have of me, that you could say, your mother did this, your mother was part of this. And you know what I'm saying? When you're old enough to watch Motherhood, Sex, Marijuana, you know what I'm saying? You'll be watching us like, what the fuck? These chicks is crazy. These chicks was talking about some old wild shit. You damn right. you know me, we sit here, we get high, we talk shit, and at the end of the day, we drop jewels. We definitely talk about what's going on in the world, and you know what I mean, what's going on in our world, you know what I mean? And it's important that for you, I feel like it's important for you to know that, you know, you definitely gotta put your art out. You know what I mean? Everything that you thinking about creatively that you want to do, get to that. Don't let nothing hold you back, and get to that. And being a part of, you know, this monthly, you know, performance is going to keep you consistent, because I remember we was talking about, you know, sometimes you start shit, and then you know, you don't end this shit, you
Right.
know. This will make you, you know what I'm saying, keep up with something that you know you gotta put in your whole effort in it, and you gotta, you know, be creative about it, you know what I mean? So that, you know what I mean, think about it like that, you know what I mean? And on top of what we do here, on top of what, you know what I'm saying, what you do with your kids, on top of, you know what I mean, and all of that good shit is going to generate the right motherfucker that's not going to be on in your DM talking about, yes, I like you, but I got a wife. Nigga, fuck out my face. Fuck out my face. You a waste of my time. Fuck you. No, I need a motherfucker that's untanged to no bitch, and coming to me trying to be trying to be tanged to me. Okay, I need a motherfucker like that. You know what I'm saying? Or if he got a wife, the wife already seen me and talked to him and told him go holler at her first, something like that. But let's keep it fucking real. But don't come at me with the bullshit, because I'm not about to be nobody's secret. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, no more dirty little secrets, baby. Because
No more. We
I'm
done with
just gonna
that.
talk about it on here, and
No more.
I never name drop
2024. 2024 has taught us that we can't be nobody's secret. We got to keep it real. Fuck that. We
it.
keeping it real now. Word.
Oh my goodness, what an amazing episode, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh
Shit.
yeah.
We always do it. And Mr. Day and Night, I don't know what happened to him, but you know,
Shout
that's
out to
how
DJ Day and Night.
how we always do is that we move on. We have a great show. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We don't chase people. People chase us. That's how it's always going to be. The fuck out of here. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But we always do it good, and and just me and you, like I said, we always come up with good conversation and
Yeah, we
relevant
do.
conversation to the
Oh,
times. Indeed,
I
indeed.
forgot something. I'm gonna share something that's relevant.
Okay.
Um, I had this is to all the artists out there that want to take your music seriously and you actually want to monetize your music. Don't make the same mistake that I did by, excuse me, not putting your business in order. So, in terms of what I mean by that, you want to make sure that you're registered with whoever you need to register with, ASCAP or BMI, so that they actually count, you know, your plays and all that shit. You know, they get, that's their job. So once you register with that,
Mm.
you'll you also want to make sure that your information, like if you have like a DistroKid account, or if you however you distribute your music online, make sure that you have access to that account and you only. Because what happened to me is that I had a shared account, let's say, where now let's just say my shit's not on there no more. So where I could go onto Instagram and put my music to certain things, that was tied to that account. And I don't have the original files with that music.
Oh.
So it's okay, because you know what, like we said, you where there's never a shortage of creativity. What
Mm.
I did do though, taking lemons to lemonade, was I still had those bars, they still in my head. Excuse me. So what I did was I formulated like all those songs, like, you know, on those songs I happened to be featured with another other guest or a guest. And
Mm.
so what I did was I took my bars and I did a whole, I put it all on a I looped them all together pretty much as different sections, to a beat that I don't even own, that I got on freaking YouTube, that I love. And so I just did that as my performance piece. And then I wrote this hook to it and I made a whole nother song while still using my bars.
Nice.
And then I'm
Hey.
performing it, and now it's like you could never take that from me. No one could ever fucking take that from me. Like that
Word.
physical that interaction that I had with the people that was there. You know what I'm saying? Whoever saw any blip of what I did, like it was nothing in comparison to the energy that was there, because it comes from not only me, it comes from the crowd. Do you feel me? And then that all that energy comes from divine. And so there was a certain energy where it was like, whoever really fuck with me in terms of listening to what I said could
Mhm.
hear what I had to say. You feel me? And that to me is everything. I don't give a fuck about no views. I don't give a fuck if no one likes it or not. It's like that moment right there where humans are literally telling you that do the same shit. They're literally saying like, I see you, you know what I'm saying? They're like, yeah, you dope. And it's like, you damn right.
Exactly. Exactly.
The Samoan rapper that I know, okay? I
Mhm.
ain't understand the black people. The black community, no, I ain't gonna touch that. But in terms of Samoan rapper, if I need to see one. If y'all don't agree with me, show me one. You know what I'm saying? Let me know.
Word.
But I'm talking about what there's certain level of it's okay to have that confidence. It's okay to big yourself up, especially in this rap game. Like if you don't say you're dope, what the fuck are you doing?
Whatever game you in, whatever you doing, if you don't believe in you, how the fuck you gonna get other motherfuckers to believe in you?
Ain't no one gonna believe you,
Period.
baby. And so,
Period.
there's people that are probably just as talented. That's beautiful. It don't rain on my parade. I
Mhm.
believe that, you know what I'm saying? And so I think it's just a blessing to be able to do it. It's a blessing to be able to have my kids read some of my or spit back some of my bars to me. Even the
Nice.
inappropriate ones, I'd be like, oh dang, you know what I'm saying? But I like that you fucks with it. You know what I'm saying? You
Oh,
definitely fucks with it.
shit. I mean, again, your kids are supposed to be your biggest fans no matter what, but that's what's up. That's definitely what's up. But let's definitely take a minute to say, listen, don't ever repeat these bars in front of the teacher, because if
Right.
it's going to call ACS, and then I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? We got to go do some fuck shit based on, because they not gonna understand. You feel me? They not gonna feel it like how we feeling it. So just this is between us. Shh. You know what I'm saying? This is between us. But yes, that's definitely a conversation you gotta have with the children. Like, don't ever do this in school. Don't ever do this at school. You feel me?
Real
It's
talk.
entertaining at home, but never ever ever do this in school.
Because it ain't gonna be cute when that's the
You
situation.
know what
It
I
ain't
mean?
gonna
For
be
real, for
flattering
real.
either.
For real, for real. But do it in front of grandma, because grandma gonna hate a little bit. But I don't, you know what I mean? No, because I think your mama gonna hate, and that is the perfect time, but not the inappropriate lyrics. Try to, you know what I'm saying, try to do the clean ones. But I'm just saying, any level of spitting your own lyrics in front of your mama, that shit would be precious, and I would love to see that on video. I ain't gonna front. But on that note,
Sex marijuana.
Sex man, one in the motherfucking
Motherfucking
building.
building. Love
Oh
you,
man,
queen.
love you, Queen.
Appreciate you.
Anytime, Queen. And we're ending it here.